Hi.
Hi, sir.
Hi, y'all. Thank you. Thank you. Tech Talk Tuesday. I know it's very important to be right on time. You guys count on me at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern. So I'm gonna be on time and be consistent while I walk through the airport here. I'll stop and catch everybody up here for a second. But I wanted to be on time, so I'm gonna let a few people load up here. Tech Talk Tuesday is not about walking in the airport. Bless you. Bless you twice. Anyway, going to work out of town a couple days this week. Got a lot going on at Star Racing, Star Power, which we're very thankful for. But I'm on my way towards baggage claim, but I have some good stuff I want to talk about. I hope y'all can hear me anyway. But what I've got going is I wanted to do a little quick report on what happened at the Hogs Gone Wild race this weekend. So I'm going to pull over here and stop for a second, catch you guys up. So I'll quit shaking and walking. Let's see here. Found a good spot right here. I'm gonna have a great trip, I assure you. All right, I'm kind of in a little bit quieter place here. Let's see if I need to turn this around. I know y'all'd rather not look at me, probably rather look around at other stuff. But anyway, thank you all for watching. Like I said, I try to do this every week at 6 o'clock, and I have some good stuff. We had a very successful race at Silver Dollar Motorsports Park. Hogs Gone Wild. I was able to get the win and win the belt from Gaddafi. He was a worthy competitor. He set records and won races all year. And a lot of people watched and a lot of people followed, so it was really neat to kind of watch it and pay attention to everybody that was keeping up with us and how good it went. But first run we made, he kind of jumped the gun and left two bikes on me before the tree came on, kind of sort of. I think it was a negative 150 light or something, and I went when he went, so I had a 000, which gave me a good one. But we went down the track and both made pretty good runs, went a 953 to his 954. We ended up bringing, I think we had 7 or 8 bikes that we had built that were there and they ran good. I was really amazed at how reliable all those machines were. I don't think we had any issues with anybody's motorcycle. I mean, yeah, some people broke transmissions and some people broke a few things. Some people had clutch trouble, but typically it was a pretty reliable outing for that. Harleys and baggers that are really heavy. Bagzilla with me on it was 865 pounds. Yeah, because I weigh 185, and then suited with my helmet and gear and leathers, I'm like 200, and the bike is 670, something like that. But it was a good race, and in the final, we both had 100 lights. Gaddafi had some transmission trouble. I had a great run. It was my low ET. I went 935 at 146 miles an hour. And I think it was 6.0 at 120.7 in the 8th, which was my best 8th mile an hour ever. We're really thankful for that. Ran great. I see Gaddafi said, way to bring your A game on the lights. Yeah. Hey, I was waiting on the tree to come on, and and you went, so I went. So it just happened to be a 000, but I'll take it. He was very gracious and very humble. It was almost exactly the way I felt when I got beat at Shadyside and he got the belt from me. But yes, that was it's the reason we race so hard is because of good competitors and good competition, and definitely was. We're looking forward to it being a great turnout and the sport to grow next year. We had probably 50 or 60 really fast baggers and Harley Davidsons. It's kind of hard. I'm looking at people watching a little bit too while I'm here at the airport. But we'll do, if we can grow in the next 10 to 12 months like we did in the last 10 to 12 months, that sport's going to be pretty big. There's a lot of people building bikes. There's a lot of people building fast Harleys, and there's a lot of technology to go around and be shared. Hogs are going wild. We're looking forward to having a great program in 2020. Also want to talk real quick about the Mitch Brown Monster billet 4-valve head. This is interesting for gearheads, engine guys. The engine builder of choice for NHRA Pro Stock motorcycle right now is
Delta Airlines paging the passenger arriving on Delta flight number 216 from Atlanta with a red Osprey travel-on bag. Please return to gate number B7, please.
And you gotta love it when you
in the airport for the
really.
Airlines guest arriving in a flight 1420 with service from Seattle. Your baggage has
I'm seeing
offloaded onto carousel number 7. Please take a look at the names on those bags.
Cops with
and do not leave any bags
AR-15.
Thank you and welcome to Nashville once again for the
in the airport. That's pretty cool. I feel very well protected here. I just saw some stormtrooper guys walking with AR-15s.
Please pick up your bags immediately. Thank
All right.
you.
That won't help me on the PA system, but anyway, go back to the before.
Attention on the terminal. If you left your cell phone behind at the TSA security checkpoint, please return the claim. Attention on the terminal. If you left your cell phone behind at the TSA security checkpoint, please return the claim.
So, 4-valve billet head, monster head for the Suzuki GS1100, GS1150. There's 23 of those out running around all over the globe in Pro Stock and Pro Mod and different Pro Street. There's some guys have them, but it's a good piece. It's very well, developed, and there'll be a Pro Stock version coming out now. Mitch Brown is building 5 of those heads right now. I think they're all sold. Somebody called me yesterday and said, "Why do you think that the Pro Stock or engines need a 4-valve head instead of a 2-valve head?" And everybody pretty much knows that a 4-valve makes more power than a 2-valve. But if you're stuck on a 2-valve deal and that's all you ever had and all you ever know, you couldn't understand why it would be bigger and better. But the engine of choice right now in the Suzuki ranks is the Vance & Hines cast Pro Stock head. It's got 48 millimeter intake valves and 40 millimeter exhaust valves, and they run 700 lift cams, something like that. And it's hard to imagine that you could be bigger and better. So Mitch's new head that we helped design 7 or 9 years ago, I can't remember exactly, but it has two 36 millimeter intake valves. I think it's two 33s or 32s on the exhaust. I don't know right off the top of my head standing around in the airport, but this package will allow us to get more airflow in less time. And more airflow in less time will definitely give us more horsepower. And the reason it will get more airflow is because we have 2 valves that when they open at 300, 400 lift, you can open the valve later and you can close it sooner. Therefore, you'll trap the mixture better. And we'll talk about that another time when I'm not sitting in the airport. But I did promise you guys 6 o'clock on Tuesday, and the only way I wouldn't be able to do it if I was probably on the operating table or in an airplane at 40,000 or 30,000 feet. So this is pretty funny to be able to do this right from the airport. But going back to the way the cylinder head deal works is time and area. It's not just flow, it's not just lift. It also has to do with the timing events of when the valve opens, when the valve closes, and when you have a
Delta Airlines paging Beverly Gruber. Please return to gate number B7.
And go to Tech Talk Tuesdays when you get your cell phone. Back to the 4-valve deal. Opening, let's see, 700 lift with a big 2 valve. Okay, that's good. But in order to get to 700 lift, you have to open the valve early and you have to close it late to trap the mixture. If you had 2 intake valves that were really big, but not quite as big as that, then you could open the valve later and close it sooner, therefore having more time to compress, more time to expand, more time to make power, and more time to exhaust. So in reality, you want more airflow in less time. So that's the way it works. And I'm not going to spend a bunch of time right now because I'm in the airport and I've got to go to baggage claim and catch my ride. But I did want to follow up by doing my Tech Talk Tuesday when I said I would at 6 o'clock on Tuesday. So I'm gonna flip this back around. We're at Delta. Yeah, and somebody just mentioned, please tell more about curtain area. Yeah, I'll do that right quick. Curtain area is the area of opening. When the valve is open and the diameter of the valve creates a curtain area around the valve, the length of the lift. So if you have a 500 lift and a 2-inch valve, you can figure mathematically the curtain area that will have. And if you had 2 intake valves with a nice lift to them, then you could also have more curtain area by having 2 valves open a fair amount. So, and the timing of all that is going to be really important compared to just lift and valve size. So we'll cover that another time when I'm not walking through the airport. But thank you all for following. Thank you all for keeping up. Switching back over to me again. Anyway, I'm here at the airport going to get the bags. I will be available. Just one more time. Listen up to you guys. Listen up real close. Email me, George@starracing.com. Email me, George@starracing.com, okay? Private message me. I'm on Instagram also. I think it's called Bryce Star on Instagram. I put a lot of stuff up there every day. On Facebook, I have the George Bryce page, the Star Power page, and I also have Bagzilla. So follow along. If you have questions, instant message me, private message me, email me. I will respond. And please count on me to do a better job on Tech Talk Tuesday, next Tuesday, from a secure location closer to Star Power. Thank you all for watching. I want to pull over here and sign off. Yes, it was great to win that race. Thank you guys for Hogs Gone Wild. Thank you all for helping grow bagger drag racing. I'm excited about it and thankful. God bless y'all. Travel safe, everybody. Be nice to each other because we really are all we have. And you guys that are into the same thing I'm in, y'all are brothers in speed. I love y'all. I appreciate you so much. Please stay tuned. Thanks. Bye.